upgrade your family room, or create an outdoor kitchen with DIY's Weekend Remodeling. You can improve your lifestyle in just 48 hours. Weekend Remodeling, Sunday at 2 Eastern on DIY Network. Online at DIYnetwork.com.
I hope you're ready to go, because we are. The warehouse is stocked full of tools and materials. The judges are standing by to award prizes. But most of all, we have two teams psyched up and ready to go, because they're today's Warehouse Warriors. Welcome to Warehouse Warriors. I'm your host, Master Contractor Ed Del Grande, and I'm joined by Jay Baker and Scott Branscombe, the show carpenters, along with today's teams made up of contractors and remodelers. They're all set and ready for their assignment, and once we tell them today's surprise project, they'll have just 8 hours to complete the job.
That's right, Ed. Now, our teams do have a time limit, but there's no limit put on their creativity. As a matter of fact, the more imaginative they can be, the better, because that's the most important element in the judges' scoring. Now, here's how that breaks down. Design, which is the concept the team had for the project, is worth 20% of the score. Execution, which is how well they executed the design, is worth 30% of the score. And creativity, which is our most important category, is worth half, or 50% of the final score.
Our teams are on their own when it comes to design. However, once they come up with a plan, Jay and I can help them build it. Now, Jay is on the red team, I'm on the blue team, and Ed, he's the only one that gets to go back and forth and see how each team is doing.
Enough with the rules. I'm ready to go. You guys ready?
Yes. Sure.
I know the teams are ready. Let's meet them. Our red team members are friends who work together during remodeling and home repair. Team leader Shannon Phillips started in construction to pay his way through school. After college, he stuck with it as his career. Jimbo Crawford, an electrician by trade, is in college studying music education. He plays in a jazz band with teammate Mike Asbury. Mike's a versatile musician and an experienced remodeler, taking on projects in every house he's ever lived in. The blue team members are all independent contractors. They've decided to team up today as a democracy with no designated leader. First up, Matthew Thomas. With a degree in building science, Matthew specializes in new home construction. He's joined by Dan Smith, a custom residential contractor. Dan got an early start toward his career growing up working in a sawmill. Craig Jett also focuses on residential construction and builds wood furniture and cabinets. Learning even more about wood crafting is part of his retirement plan. Today we have two teams of professional builders. Guys, as professionals, what do you think of our warehouse?
Oh.
Toy store.
Yeah. Toy store.
You're going to have a lot of fun. And you are the builders?
Correct.
The contractors, and you're the remodelers.
Correct. Exactly.
What's the difference between contractors and remodelers?
We're always fixing what they're messing up to begin with.
They tear it more than they fix.
Well,
come on now.
Forget words. We're going to settle this one with tools. Scott, Jay, what are we building?
Well, Ed, today we're trading in our tool belts for a couple of chef's aprons, and that's a really big hint to you guys.
That's right, Ed. Today we're building a kitchen center island.
Kitchen Center Island. Okay. Yeah. Hey, by the way, nice apron, Jay. Guys, you got your assignment. It's a kitchen center island. We know you're good carpenters, but today creativity counts as much as carpentry. Build us something we've never seen before. You ready to go?
Let's go.
Okay. 8 hours starts now. Jay, Scott, close the door.
10 and 2. Steak and eggs. On your face. 10 and 2.
The teams are eager to get started, but first it's time to take a tour of our well-stocked warehouse. Once they see what they have to work with, the ideas will flow.
You've got a set of cabinets under here, you got a set of cabinets under here, you got supporting legs on each corner. That's some different shapes. This cut might be hard to make.
Maybe, but that's the only cut we'll have to make like that.
Yeah.
You want to put on the one on each end?
Well, and then, well, just as a preliminary, and then draw us one here and one here of the other two. And then that'll give us room to run scallops.
Stay with us. When we come back, we'll see how the island designs are shaping up.
Have a leaky faucet or a major plumbing problem? Meet DIY's Ed the Plumber. Sundays at 10:30 Eastern on DIY Network. Online at DIYnetwork.com.
We can wait to pay for it, but we can't wait to show it off.
At the Home Depot, you can, because we're driving down costs every day. Now through President's Day, get no payments, no interest for 12 months on any purchase of $2.99 or more with your Home Depot or Expo Consumer Credit Card. Plus, get $5 off by mail on all 1-gallon cans of Behr interior paints. It's now through Monday, and it's only at one place.
The Home Depot. You can do it. We can help.
We know what's going on in your bed at night. Do you? Even a mattress that looks clean can contain millions of germs and dust mites, not to mention odors and perspiration. So what can you do? Wash your mattress like you wash your sheets?
Exactly.
Introducing the Health Smart Bed from Simmons. Just zip off the top, fold and zip it like a sleeping bag. Wash it to remove germs, dust mites, dirt, odor, and perspiration, just like when you wash your sheets. Dry it, and then zip it back on for a clean and healthy sleep environment. The top features Coolmax channeled fibers that wick away sweat and moisture while you sleep. And the virtually impervious layer beneath helps trap fluids and particles before they can seep deep into your mattress. The Health Smart Bed from Simmons is a no-flip mattress that comes in all comforts, styles, and sizes. Go to healthsmartbed.com to learn more or call 1-800-SIMMONS now.
Today's project is a center kitchen island.
That's right, Ed. Like it says, it is an island, and you don't want to build it too big because it'll just get in your way and it'll be an obstacle.
Sure, you have to size it to your kitchen.
That's right.
Speaking of size, normal height is usually about 3 feet, but you can vary that depending if you want to eat at it or make it larger and add things like a sink or a cooktop.
Right. And how many people do you have in your family? You need about 24 inches of counter space per diner, so you want to take that into account also.
Well, if you do add sinks and plumbing and stuff like that, you may have to get a contractor. That's a lot of extra work.
That's right, and you got to look into building codes also, Ed, to make sure that you follow the rules.
Yep, have it inspected and do a good job. Our teams know the judges are looking for creativity, but they also have to keep in mind the 8-hour time limit.
What's this?
Well, that's the pan rack right there.
It is?
Oh, sure.
And it goes where?
It's probably going to go right up through here. Maybe go crazy and make the triangle pan rack.
Okay, so
as opposed
everybody
to
has
just one.
access to it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, everybody also has a different idea.
Yeah.
Now, you guys are used to remodeling. You're building this from scratch. What's the strategy?
Let's go with the flow, baby.
Go with the flow?
Is there a strategy?
Is there?
We got 8 hours, man. We don't have time for strategy.
That may be the best strategy.
Hey, how you doing? You scared? I didn't know. Well, that's normal.
Hey, these guys have been really creative. It's going to be exciting.
And they're the builders.
Well, what's going on next door?
I can't tell you. You know,
What would
when
you
you go
back and
in,
forth?
What if they turn the cameras on?
all I can say is this one's going to be a dogfight today.
What would
We
Mr.
have
Dillon
two
say
professionals. But what's going to do it for everybody, we say it on every show, creativity counts. So think outside the box.
You're doing a great job.
Well, I can see it.
Looks
So
good.
far,
a lot
looks like a chicken scrabble.
A lot of curves, not a lot of angles.
Well, you know, usually when I see the curves and the angles, my first guess is, well, you have time to finish it. But these guys are used to beating a deadline.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think you do all right. Good luck. It's a balancing act, and that's why the design is so important. They have to come up with a unique plan and be able to complete the work.
And then...
Let's see what our teams have on the board. Well, Scott, you got a great drawing. It's even labeled. We have trash, glass blocks, stools.
I'm on it today.
Yeah, you are.
It's a neat design. You know,
Yeah.
we're trying to stay away from the rectangles. Be creative. That's where the points are.
You've certainly done that. The blue team starts with 4 base cabinets for storage. They've included a sink, a food prep area, and space for a garbage disposal. The eating area will be elevated to bar height, and they're adding some visual interest with the curvy countertop. Not a right angle in sight. And what about the countertop?
You know, I don't know what kind of surface they're putting on it right now. We're looking at tile, maybe some Formica. Really, it's going to be hard to tile something that many curves, but so it probably may go Formica. I don't know what they're going to use.
Well, I can't wait to see these curves in action.
Me either.
Let's check in with the home remodeling team. Hey, Jay.
Hey.
Is this an amoeba?
Yeah, it's kidney, amoeba, something like that.
It's creative.
It is very creative. It's like a pool in the 70s, you know, when they did that kidney-shaped pool.
The red team's island is based on 3 standard cabinets topped with a free-form counter. On one end, they plan to install a sink and a triangular pot rack. The other end will be left open for use as a seating area and an additional workspace.
Well, I'm going to be very interested to see how this turns out.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to start watching now.
It's looking pretty cool. Taking shape, as it were.
Well, it looks like both teams have some very interesting designs for their kitchen center islands. Question is, can they each finish their project in just 8 hours? Stay with us, because when we come back, we'll find out. Remember, if you want more information on today's projects, just log on to our website at DIYnet.com.
Next week on the DIY Workshop, enable your home. Whether you have special needs or just enjoy added convenience, find out how to make your living space more user-friendly. High-tech appliances, grab bars, and widened doorways can all be do-it-yourself projects.
And if you're a renter, we'll show you practical solutions to take with you when you move.
Enable your home, all next week at 7 Eastern on DIY Network.
All the major airlines have cut prices, simplified fares, eliminated restrictions. And Priceline is the only place you can shop and compare these great new deals. Or name your own price and save even more. Priceline, the best choice in travel.
This weekend, create your own sale at the Ace Hardware Bag Sale. Get 20% off hardware, electrical, lawn and garden, anything in the store. If it fits in the bag, you save 20%. Ace, the healthy place.
What are you setting your sights on? And when you see it, will you be ready? All you have to do is pick up the phone and call in your coordinates. Dial 1-800-645-ARMY, and soon you'll have this free DVD in your hands. You'll learn about the hundreds of opportunities and rewards the Army can offer you. Skills, education, healthcare.
Locking position.
And if you call 1-800-645-ARMY right now, you'll also get this free boonie hat. So don't hesitate, because whatever you're looking for in life, the U.S. Army can help you find it.
Target identified.
When is a diet pill worth $153 a bottle? When you're more than 20 pounds overweight and every diet plan has failed. Now there's Leptoprin.
Specifically developed for the significantly overweight, backed by a United States patent, a double-blind published clinical trial, and an ironclad 100% 30-day money-back guarantee. Leptoprin is simply the most powerful, clinically proven weight control compound available, period.
If you're one of those people who constantly worry about 5 or 6 vanity pounds, Leptoprin is not for you. Leptoprin is much too expensive and much too powerful for the casual dieter. But if you're one of the millions of Americans who are 20, 30, 50 pounds or more overweight, you need Leptoprin.
So when is a diet pill worth $153 a bottle? When it works, really works.
Isn't it time you tried Leptoprin? Call 1-800-653-8581, 1-800-653-8581.
DIY brings you the show that spawned a generation of renovation. This Old House Classics. Tonight at 7:30 Eastern on DIY Network.
The teens have thought about it long enough. It's time to build. Shannon is about to cut out the freeform countertop, but first he wisely experiments with the jigsaw on one corner of the 3/4-inch oak plywood.
This is not going to work. It seems that our blade has too many, well, not enough teeth on it, so it is not taking care of our plywood very well. It's eating our oak up, so we're going to have to switch blades. Can you fellas give me another blade, please? One with more teeth on it.
Hey!
Good deal.
Oh, go ahead.
Thanks.
Sure.
This one might work better. We'll have to try it and see.
Now that they have the proper blade, the red team can begin cutting the island top.
Anytime you're using a power tool, I don't care how big it is, you need to pay attention to the way you turn it on and turn it off, because some of them will reactivate when the power is connected to them, even if it goes off while you're using it. Let me show you what I mean. I'll turn this on, and you can feel a little catch, okay? Now, if I were to blow a circuit, or if I had a power failure, the saw would go off. But as soon as the power came back on, the saw would be back on. What you've got to be sure of is that you don't have a hand in the way. You've got to be very careful. So if you have a power failure, always turn your machine off anyway. That way when the power comes back on, you can be safe and start all over again.
Right now we're trying to design the countertop shape. It's got a couple curves in it, which we're just doing a little trial and error measurements right now and drawing it up to see what shape it may take and trying to figure out the overhang we need in order to incorporate our trim around the edge of it.
Trying to balance functionability with getting something that's appealing as well, that is aesthetically appealing.
While Matthew and Dan finalize the countertop design, Craig is already working on one of the cabinet door fronts.
What I'm doing now is I'm taking this drawer front off this drawer because the reason is we've got a sink going through there and the drawer would come in the way of the sink being put in.
Craig uses a screwdriver and hammer to pry the drawer off. The drawer itself will be discarded, but he takes care not to damage the front panel. Next, he removes the remaining staples with a pair of pliers. Then he uses a chisel for the final cleanup. Looks like they'll be busy for a while. Let's see what's up with the red team. 3 prefabricated cabinets will form the base of the red team's island. After they decide where to place them and where the sink goes, the next question is how to finish the bare wood.
Jimbo, we're standing by the rough or exposed side of the cabinet. Now, usually I like to cover it up with a laminate or veneer, but you developed a very creative solution.
This stuff right here sprays on just like spray paint. It's going to save us a lot of time. And basically, it's going to cover up the back side of the cabinet here that we don't have anything else to cover it up with. It's going to look good. It's going to feel kind of cool when we get done with it. And it goes on just like spray paint, like this.
And it comes out of the can with the texture.
Exactly.
Built right into the paint. Very good job. For more creative techniques on painting, like Jimbo's, check out the website at DIYnet.com.
Now Jay has something to add to the base cabinets, too.
Just to continue our theme of having several different surfaces and materials as you look around the base of this thing, we're going from this sprayed on stone, and then we're going to take this little piece right here and cover the particle board with copper. What I'm doing here, this was a factory edge down this piece of copper, but I had to cut out a little bit here. You can see over here I had to cut some on this edge. So I just decided to trim it, and they've picked out a trim that sort of has a little bit of finish already on it. And what it does is makes a nice transition between the lightness of the wood and the darkness of the copper to just put it right between the two and trim it out.
And Mike gets in on the act.
Okay, what we're doing here is we're replacing this back panel with something that can be spray painted. As Jimbo was explaining earlier, this kind of, you can't spray paint on it, flakes off, so we just put another panel on here so we can spray paint it and make it look nice, just like blend in with the rest of the countertops and cabinets.
Finally, Shannon pulls it all together.
Okay, we had to attach these cabinets, so we were putting these decking screws in. And that's going to pull it together. Nobody will be able to see any of the screws sticking through, any of the screw heads or anything. This is all going to be covered eventually, so that's the way they're going together. Needed spacers here to fill this in because it would have squeezed it together too tight and messed up our cabinets.
If you buy a prefabricated cabinet, they're very different on the outside, but on the inside, they're all about the same. It's a big open box. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to make your life easier with storage systems. Right up here is just a cutlery tray. You're all familiar with that. But my tip is to screw it down in place so it doesn't move. That gives you storage all around the tray itself. Now here at the bottom, if your house was like mine, it is usually stacked up with all kinds of junk piled high that you have to search through. Well, check it out. I'm going to show you how to put in shelf storage systems, and again, this will make your life a breeze. You can see they'll hold just about anything, and they really organize all the equipment and materials you keep underneath the sink. To install it, it's a snap. Just remove the drawer, and here's the screws. Screw them down into place, and the unit's in good and tight. Here's another tip. Leave enough clearance and order a unit that will give you enough clearance so the drawers slide in and out very easy. Last but not least, look at this. It's a little shelf on the door. Why waste that space? You can put soap holders and sponges there, and if you want to clean it, you just remove it, and you could wipe the wood behind it. These are just a few tips, so get rolling and organize your cabinets.
Both teams have their projects well underway, but there's a lot of work ahead. Coming up next, Scott shares some tips on easy ways to create curves, plus Jay and I talk about the pros and cons of different counter surfaces when we come back.
Remember about laminate?
Welcome to another DIY kit. Today we'll get you packed and out the door for the great outdoors, and it's brought to you exclusively by Mitsubishi Motors. For detailed lists, instructions, and more, go to DIYnetwork.com and click on DIY Kits. There's nothing better than waking up in the great outdoors, even if that means camping right next to your own house. Camping in the backyard is a great trial run to make sure everyone is ready for the real outdoor adventure. Since the tent will be your home away from home, make sure you pick one big enough and is easy to set up. For a good night's sleep, pick a sleeping bag that works with the temperatures you'll be camping in. Plus, a tarp shields the bottom of the tent from rocks and helps you stay dry. When packing the tent, make sure it's clean and dry, and then store it in a breathable cotton bag. Take a large cooler and have plenty of ice to keep food fresh before cooking. Hot dogs are an easy entree to fix fireside, and eggs and bacon fry up easily in the morning in an iron skillet. There are portable stoves that help with cooking. Bring disposable plates and cups, plus biodegradable soap to clean up utensils and pans. Also, you may not have access to water, so pack some jugs for drinking and cleanup. Don't forget the s'more fixings. Everyone loves roasting marshmallows. Clothing is a big variable. For that reason, layers work best. Throw in rain gear and take plenty of older casual clothes and socks. Use a large plastic storage bin to hold a variety of necessary items, like a first aid kit, flashlights, bug repellent, matches, and even starter logs. Plus, put the lawn chairs in too. Going on a camping trip does take preparation. A camping checklist helps you remember what to take. Once you're all packed up, it's time to leave civilization behind and let the camping adventure begin. Log on to DIYnetwork.com for more on today's topic, including a camping checklist, plus everything you'll need to research this and many other projects. Today's kit has been brought to you by Mitsubishi Motors. Wake up and drive.
Check out the Endeavor.
Ooh, but should we?
These are the best backed cars in the world, and it's one of the top-ranked SUVs around.
Well, maybe.
It is the perfect fit for that family we've been talking about.
Oh, honey.
Mitsubishi's got your back with up to $5,500 in combined cash on select vehicles. Hurry, offer ends soon.
It seats 5.
Do you have a team ready to compete on Warehouse Warriors? If so, please visit our website at DIYnet.com to apply to be on the show. That's DIYnet.com. We told our Warehouse Warriors that more creativity equals higher scores, and they really took it to heart. Both the remodelers and the contractors have designed islands with unusual shapes. We'll find out if they can deliver what they design when the horn blows at the end of 8 hours.
If you want to be really creative and stay away from right angles like the blue team is doing, it's really easy. All you need is a thin piece of molding, lay it on your countertop, use a pencil, scribe it out. The great thing about that is, once you cut this piece out, all you have to do is flip it over. You have identical curves. Other ways to make a radius, you can use a pencil and some string. You see, you get an identical radius there. If you have to, pick up a bucket, piece of tape, anything like that, and you just mark that radius around it, and then you can cut those too. Any way you go about it, you stay away from right angles, and you have some great curves.
Just as Scott described, the blue team marks their plywood by using a piece of flexible trim molding as a guide, and Matthew cuts the curves with the jigsaw. Then smooths the edges and rounds out the corners with the belt sander. Using the first piece as a template, they mark another piece of plywood.
This is the second piece of our countertop. This will be screwed to the original piece over here to achieve the 1.5-inch thickness that countertops are made of. Once we cut this out, we'll screw them together, then we'll be able to cut our hole for a kitchen sink.
The two layers are aligned and screwed together. And again, Dan sands the edges smooth.
If you install a sink in your kitchen island, I recommend installing a piece of equipment called an Instant Hot. That's this thing right here. It's called an Instant Hot because it gives you instant hot water for coffee or tea, and it mounts up over the sink. Underneath, it's not too difficult to install. Let me show you. You can see right here, it's a pretty well self-contained unit. It's full of heating elements in here, and that's what heats up the water very quickly. It is electrical, so you will have to have an electrician install an electrical outlet underneath so you could plug it in. The water line is built right in, and you do have to install it to your cold water line coming up through the base of the cabinet. It's installed with a needle valve, so if you have to service it, you can shut it right down. And basically, that's all the basics of an Instant Hot. Pretty hot stuff, huh?
What I'm doing here is we needed a template for this sink, so all I did was measure. There's some inside inserts that sit down inside the plywood. That's what holds it in place. I just measured the distance between those, put a piece of plywood on the table saw, and made us a little template. That way, when they're ready to put their sink on, they just have to lay this on top of the plywood, draw out around it, cut it, and the sink will sit in.
Okay, we've taken this cabinet, we've taken out the drawers and the shelves inside, because we needed a hole. We're going to cut a hole for the sink. And so what we're going to do, we're going to take the pin, go ahead and get underneath it, line it up to where we need it, mark out where the hole is going to be, so there's no question about. That way when we flip it over, excuse me, we got a good line for a good cut.
Teamwork, that's what it's all about.
Okay, Jay went ahead and made the template for the sink. That way we've got a for sure thing. Here's the line I made for the hole we're going to put the sink in. Here's a template so we know the sink's going to fit this. So all we're going to do right here is the top here. Here. And that way we've got exactly where the sink's going to go. So all I have left to do now is cut the hole, drop the sink in.
It's like sweet butter. It's in.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the door, Craig adds decorative touches to the cabinet drawer fronts.
Craig, I have worked with a lot of copper, and I've seen very few people who can cut copper freehand, leave it with the round edge and perfectly straight. You did a fantastic job.
Well, what you do is you lay a straight edge and you use a regular utility knife and score it. And score it about 3 or 4 times and lay it on a straight edge and break it. Okay. And that way it rolls the cut away from you.
Yeah.
But I still wouldn't rub my finger up and down on that without gloves.
Always got to protect it, and you can file it down later and make it a little smooth. Now, there's some other features going on the drawers.
Well, see, these are the top part of the cabinet, and that's where you lean up against the most, so we're putting this on here so you don't scar the copper as much.
And also the acid from your fingers could tarnish it a little. However, you can get a patina finish that they apply now. It's a chemical reaction if you want that green look of copper, and that'll also protect it from fingerprints, or even some poly, special poly for copper will help it.
But we've only got 8 hours, so we got to stay on top of it.
Well, you'll stay on top of it, and you've really impressed me with your craftsmanship.
Okay.
For more information on copper and copper cutting, check out the website at DIYnet.com.
Meanwhile, Dan measures an access hole for a garbage can to be tucked out of sight inside the base cabinet. Matthew marks the plywood, then cuts an opening in the countertop.
And what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to glue these on because I don't want to face nail it. And then I'll turn it over and I'll actually staple them to the backside. That way you don't have no face nails to cover.
Scott's working on a row of glass blocks that will elevate an eating counter above the workspace.
A great tip when you're installing glass block is go ahead and put your plastic track onto your wood. And that way you can make all your cuts at one time and your 45s will come out perfect. You don't have to worry about the track sliding up and down. Let's see how this one fits. Perfect.
Shannon.
Hey, Ed.
Hey, don't take my block off. But I'm here to warn you, it's halftime.
Halftime.
Where do you stand?
We stand pretty good, I hope, Ed. We're making a lot of progress. We got a few more things to do, a few touch-up items, but I think we're doing good.
Big question. You going to finish?
Of course we're going to finish, Ed. Right there's the door, buddy.
I guess
go
I
ask
gotta
the other guys.
Hey, Dan. Be honest, what's more stressful, a visit from me or a visit from your local building inspector?
Definitely a visit from you.
Well, where do you stand so far?
Well, right now we're go ahead and putting our glass block down. We're going to cantilever a bar top over there. and start putting down our tile for our finished top and start wrapping it up.
Big question. Are you halfway done?
What would you ask?
Well, I'll tell you why I'm asking. Because our day's halfway done. 4 hours have passed, 4 hours to go. It's halftime.
Oh.
The two teams continue to use similar materials, but in entirely different ways.
All right. Okay, what we're doing now, we're taking 4 of these glass blocks, putting spacers on the top of them, connecting them, taking some of this trim right here, going around the outside. Then we're going to take this really nice looking finish, go around the outside of this, border it around, and we're going to use these as legs. And one's going to go here to support this side, and one's going to go right around the center of it, right here. And so it should add a nice touch once it's all finished.
Jay, you must be having a tough time seeing today. You got 2 pairs of glasses. Well, since you're visual, let me show you different types of materials you can use for countertops. The strongest that I find is stone.
Yep.
You can get large pieces of stone like this, even granite custom cut to fit your countertop.
That's right.
Or man-made stone.
That's right. Well, the thing about a countertop is, I mean, you really can use just about anything in construction. I've seen them made out of concrete. I've seen them made out of real stone, and then there's the man-made stone. You can go any direction.
Here's a laminate. This is the most popular because it is affordable. It does give a good look. You can get them with any type of pattern on it, and they even custom cut it to fit around corners and curves.
Right, and it's pretty easy to put down. The thing to remember about laminate is, if you cut into it, you have to replace it because it's very difficult to repair.
No matter which type of countertop you pick, you do have to use trim materials. You can use small trim tiles. Here's one. It's got grapes and leaves incorporated.
Right.
These trim tiles are very pretty. However, I don't recommend using them.
No, because if I held a pot over that and dropped it from about here, that would shatter.
Well, that's called glass tiles, and you want something that'll hold up to a strong pot. You don't want 7 years of bad luck breaking some glass.
Well, you know me, I'm a carpenter. So as far as I'm concerned, you can't beat this. I mean, that's what I call butcher block. You put a bunch of 2x4s, it's inexpensive, you put them together, fasten them securely, sand it well, put a nice polyurethane finish on there, and that thing will last a lifetime.
Well, it will. I've seen them 100, 200 years old.
Absolutely.
And they have a lot of character to them at that point.
Just like you.
It's all starting to come together for our teams, but when we come back, they may need to pick up the pace.
Has your ride lost its get up and go? Take control, save money, and kiss your mechanic goodbye. Weekend Mechanic, tonight at 8 Eastern on DIY Network. Online at DIYnetwork.com. If you're into pimped out rides, you gotta see Tricked Out from DIY. We'll give you the latest in auto trends and show you how to do it yourself. Tricked Out, tonight at 10 Eastern on DIY Network.
This was a handyman special. It only took me 4 months to design and renovate the whole thing. So what do you think?
Mommy, you're late for dinner.
Coming, Mom!
With Punch Home Design software, just about anyone can tackle home design and landscaping projects like a pro. It's the #1 home design software in the world.
We've always wanted a sunroom and an outside deck.
And agreeing on our plan before bidding out to contractors, we saved 30%.
And it was completed in half the time. Thanks, Punch.
Watch how it works. Sketch your design, and Punch instantly creates a 3-dimensional drawing. Add windows, doors, even furniture. Then take a virtual tour. You can even scan or import a picture. Add landscaping, and watch it grow from any angle. Punch Home Design comes with materials estimating and cost calculators. Plus, our award-winning photorealism lets you visualize and print your project in 2D and 3D views.
I'm a professional builder, and I use Punch software for all my projects. Customers see their dreams. My architects save time.
Call now and try Punch Professional Home Design Platinum Edition risk-free for only $9.95 shipping and handling. When you call, you'll get the Materials Workshop free, a $50 value that lets you import or create patterns or textures, even your own faux finishes. Plus, you'll also get this free book of professional floor plans.
Well, when I design my kitchen,
going for a more modern look.
Call 1-800-679-9314 or log on to 12.punchsoftwaretv.com to get your free trial of the new Punch Professional Home Design Platinum Edition. Try it risk-free for 30 days. If you're not satisfied, return it, but keep the book and coupons as our gift. Call or log on now.
We started our day with 2 competing teams, a warehouse full of tools and materials, and 8 hours to build. We still have the teams and the tools, but we seem to be running out of time.
Matthew.
Hey.
You told me earlier when you were 12 years old, you made a raft?
Sure, a floating raft. Kind of like what Gilligan would build on Gilligan's Island.
A 12-year-old did this?
Yeah.
And your parents let you take it out?
Oh, well, yeah, it was in a big pond, so it wasn't like it was out on the ocean or anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm from the ocean, and I wouldn't get on a raft near there.
I wouldn't get on it
especially
today.
when I was 12. What are you making here?
Well, right now I'm putting the false drawer front on.
Okay, false drawer front.
Since this has an opening for the garbage can, you can't have a real drawer here.
Well, else you'd have a drawer full of garbage.
So that's pretty much it, yeah. So this will be attached to be permanently fixed right here.
Okay, and you're just going to screw on some wood shims back there?
Anchor blocks that will
hold it in
adhere
place.
right here, yeah, and screw to the cabinet and then screw to the drawer.
Well, Matt, you still have a couple more to do, and clock is ticking.
Oh, plenty of time, plenty of time.
Mike, on top of being a professional carpenter, you're also a professional singer.
I wouldn't say professional, a little bit.
Well, why don't you show off your stuff? Here, Mike, use this for a mic.
Oh, I don't know if I should sing a song for y'all, but I'm at the Warehouse Warriors.
Oh, you do have a great voice, but you don't have much time. The clock is ticking.
Better go, I got the Warehouse Warrior blues. Oh, yes, I do.
The clock keeps moving forward, and the teams stay on the move, too.
Right now, I'm making the, fixing to cut the plywood that's going to take to do the bar top on top of the glass blocks. We're going to cut 2 of these pieces, screw them together to form an 1.5 inch thick overhang. It's going to be 22 inches wide with a little bit of concave shape to it.
This is a very simple pot rack. It's basically nuts and bolts and a few pieces of wood, but let me show you what I did. Once we had our all thread in place and secure, then I sandwiched 2 pieces of oak on both sides of it and put a bolt through it and a nut on the end. Then when you tighten that up, all you have to do is put another nut going up the all thread to keep it from falling down. That gives you plenty of support. Then I simply took a pulley, which is fat at the top, won't fall down through the sandwich, put some S-hooks on it, lower the S-hooks down through it, turn the pulley so that it won't fall through, and that's where you hang your pots.
Our team of independent contractors is using a variety of tiles, carefully marking and cutting each piece before fitting it into place.
The blue team is using what you call a wet saw. This is to cut tile with. It's basically a grinder, turned on its end. It has a diamond blade, and also has a recirculating water system that keeps that blade wet and keeps the dust down. It's a great addition if you use a lot of tile.
What we're doing now is we're getting ready to put the Formica, edge out our bar top on our island. We're putting the Formica adhesive on. We'll put it on the top, and we'll put it on our 2-inch strip that'll edge it out with, let it set up, and we'll go ahead and apply it.
If you install a laminate countertop on your kitchen island, the best way I've found to cut off the excess laminate is with the rotor. You do need a special laminate blade. Let me show you how it works. Put on your safety glasses. This tool makes quick work of the job. For more information on rotors and laminate bits, check out the website at DIYnet.com.
Back on the home remodeler side of the door, Jimbo is at the belt sander putting the finishing touches on a chopping block. Meanwhile, Shannon and Mike decide where to place the glass block legs. They want to make sure the countertop is well supported and leave plenty of leg room for anyone sitting at the island.
This will be a wine glass rack. I've pre-drilled a couple of holes in a little piece of wood right here. Put some screws in it, and I'm going to attach another piece of wood with a little lip so that you can slide the wine glasses on. This piece will be about right here, give or take, 1/2 inch or so, but just enough where we can slip the wine glasses in and out.
Teams, listen up. Red team, blue team, 1 hour to go. In 1 hour, you have to desert your islands.
All right.
Yeah. It's coming down to the wire, and the teams are making the most of their final minutes. Can our teams wrap it up before I blow the horn? Stay with us and find out.
Next week on the DIY Workshop, create a baby nursery, a bug garden theme, a circus tent, or a Western motif for your little buckaroo. You'll learn how to design a nursery that's truly one of a kind. Get expert tips on how to save space, create stencil designs like a pro, and we'll show you where to place the furniture for easy access. Create a baby nursery. All next week at 3:30 Eastern on DIY Network.
I love Tostitos Scoops. Oh, you are so grounded. Huh?
Tostitos Scoops, the only tortilla chip with a unique bowl shape, so you get the perfect dip every time. All with 0 grams of trans fat.
Ooh, Tostitos.
We should do this more often.
Tostitos, share something good.
In the past, when I had heartburn, my kids would want me to lay down in bed with them and read a story, and that was really uncomfortable. I was unable to do that.
I would get the heartburn every day, but I never knew when. I would never know, well, what am I going to be doing when it does come on?
Before taking Prilosec OTC, the heartburn made me irritable. It just was cause for a miserable day.
Across the country, frequent heartburn sufferers like these are taking heart because they've discovered the amazing relief of Prilosec OTC.
When I take Prilosec OTC, it just gives me such a freedom, the relief that I don't have to worry about the heartburn.
When I take Prilosec OTC, I'm obviously in a better mood. I can play the games my kids want. I can lie down with them and read a story when I want.
When I take Prilosec OTC, I take 1 pill a day, and it works.
Prilosec OTC is different because it's the only OTC that directly shuts down lots of acid-producing pumps in your stomach. That's why Prilosec OTC is the only OTC that can work for 24 hours with 1 pill a day.
The thing I like about taking Prilosec OTC, take it once a day, go for 24 hours.
The best thing about Prilosec OTC is I can get it over the counter, and it works very well for me.
Prilosec OTC is the #1 doctor and pharmacist recommended OTC acid reducer, and it's available over the counter.
It's like a miracle. When I take Prilosec OTC, I don't have to worry about heartburn, and that is fantastic.
Feel the difference Prilosec OTC can make for you. Visit PrilosecOTC.com today to see if you qualify for a $3 coupon. At PrilosecOTC.com, you'll also find more information about frequent heartburn, triggers, and solutions. So go online today and learn how you can experience the amazing relief that millions have discovered. 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn. Use as directed for 14 days for treating frequent heartburn. Ask your doctor if heartburn continues or worsens.
Are you ready? Coming Monday, Discovery Health Channel brings new life to reality TV. All the anticipation, the excitement, and the joy. Coming to you live from delivery rooms across the country. 10 hours of joy. Birthday Live is back. Monday, beginning at 4 Eastern. Dish Network Channel 189. Only on Discovery Health Channel.
Homeowners, listen up. See this number? Write it down. If you're like me and tired of paying up to 18% interest on your credit cards, call Countrywide Home Loans. I did, and they offered me a home equity line of credit at a great rate. That's how I paid off my credit cards. That's how I'm saving over $500 a month. There's the number. Pick up the phone. No one can do what Countrywide can.
Call now, 1-800-641-7306.
The blue team has accomplished everything they set out to do. Now Craig starts the cleanup as Matthew checks whether the grout is dried on the mosaic tile trim. Besides completing their original design, the red team added a chopping block and Mike finished his wine rack as the final minutes ticked away.
Time's up, tools down.
Man, good job, fellas.
All right.
Good job.
Nice job, man.
Good job.
Step away from the project. This island must stand alone. Let's see how the blue team did it.
Absolutely.
Dan, you guys have incorporated just about everything we had in the warehouse. We have the laminate top here, we have the tile with some accent pieces, glass block, and then this really impressed me, mosaic work while the clock was ticking down.
Absolutely. We didn't feel any threat from the red team. We were all over it from the start. So it was definitely was a team effort. We didn't really have a captain. We all put in our advice and our 10 cents worth, and this is what we got.
Well, that's true. When we were working all day long, I said, "Where's the captain?" And they said, "We're all captains."
That's right. That's right.
This pattern, have you used this on customers' houses before? Or just make it up special for our show?
Well, I was trying to bring the copper out of the doors up onto the top. That's why I did that.
Well, Matthew, you told me you were the grunt all day long.
Well, yeah, I just did what they told me to do all day long. I was a laborer.
Well, as far as laborers go, you're the best. Craig, you were the one in charge of all the copper work, and you taught me a couple of tricks, how to cut the copper with just a regular utility knife there.
Right.
Why don't you go into explaining how you put that together?
We took the doors off so it'd be easy to work with, and then we hot glued the back of the copper and put that on there, and then we took the trim and formed it together, then hot glued it and mounted it on, and then stapled it back from the back so there's no face nailing.
Well, obviously, it works for you, and I'm sure you've done it before, and if you don't mind, I'm going to steal that technique. Guys, any last things you would have liked to have added? I know you finished within time, so I would assume you're happy with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like the trash bin, too.
Yeah. Well, that impresses me, and I know it'll impress the judges. Good luck, guys.
Thanks.
Let's see how the red team made their island. Mike, Shannon, and Jimbo.
What's up?
This is great. It's really a shape that's unique, and I'm sure you're very proud of how everything came out.
Oh, yeah.
You did have a little time at the end. You guys worked hard and finished everything up. And Jimbo, this pot rack, this is a real good-looking setup. Have you done much like this before as far as making a three-stand pot rack?
Everything we did, we just kind of did on the go today. You just learn as you do it, I guess, but it turned out really well. We're proud of it.
Shannon, how about the tabletop itself?
Well, it's just got a poly on it, a rub-on poly, and the oak that we used turns out really well when you just put that rub-on poly on it. It has this is pretty much its natural color.
And Mike, you were singing earlier. How are you singing a different tune now that it's done? Are you a little tired, or you could do this some more?
Not really tired. I could probably do another one. Probably these guys could too. But yeah, we're proud of it.
You guys put everything in here, including the kitchen sink.
Yeah, we did.
You're going to do very well with the judges.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Jay, Scott,
Ready.
let's open the door.
All right, it's the moment we've been waiting for.
Oh.
Wow, hey. All right, guys. Let's get it all day.
Whoa. I like how you...
Hey, wait. Right with the curves, too.
Yeah, I like how you incorporated the blocks.
Looks good.
How about
it? Looks good. I like
Made a chopping block.
I do like
that top.
This is for the bar stools right here, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
I got you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Wow.
The blue team, time to go back to your island. Follow me, please. Red team, back to your kitchen island.
All right.
Nice job, Joe.
Because when we come back, we're going to meet the judges.
Only a Moen faucet puts pause control right at your fingertips. It'll help you with those important tasks. Or not. Moen. Buy it for looks, buy it for life.
It's all about the O. And the O is all about the clothes. Sometimes it's all about the outdoors. It's all about the office. It's all about the home and books, music, and videos. Then again, on occasion, it's all about the gold.
Save on thousands of products at Overstock.com. It's all about the O.
What are you doing? I just got a new home loan from Ditech.com. Paid off all my credit cards.
Want to get rid of your credit card debt? Get a $49 flat fee second mortgage. Log on or call 1-800-DITECH-1.
Well, let me get you some coffee. Sure. Hey, honey, come help me.
Hey, something smells great. It's Renews-It Airlets, an air freshener from Renews-It.
Help me find it.
Actually, it looks just like an outlet.
Renews-It Airlets, the most discreet scented oil air freshener. It's refillable and works just like an outlet. With Renews-It Airlets, the scent is all you notice. From Renews-It.
DIY Network's Great Garage Giveaway. Your chance to win $50,000 to create a garage so great, you'll never want to leave. Plus, you could win a well-equipped 2005 GMC Sierra 1500 Crew. DIY Network's Great Garage Giveaway. Brought to you by GMC, AutoZone, and these sponsors. To enter, send a postcard to this address or visit DIYNetwork.com.
Scott, Jay, wow. Two very different kitchen islands. However, they have two things in common. They were both executed well, and they're both very creative.
That's right. I mean, the blue team, we have a great set of carpenters. And I tell you what, they went with the traditional rectangle at first, and we got away from that. They went to the curves. Then after that, they just started throwing all kinds of different materials. I mean, we have roofing materials, brass, copper, I mean, you name it, it's on the island.
Well, we could name it too on Jay's side. You guys use just about everything also.
I tell you, the thing that I was impressed with the red team today is they were the epitome of divide and conquer. This morning, they each took off in different directions. They did the things that they thought they could handle, and then about halfway through the day, they regrouped at what became a really nice project.
Guys, it's days like this that I really watch the judges' faces. They're going to look at both islands very intensely. Right. Well, let's not wait any longer. Here come the judges. Our first judge is Ernie Gross, a furniture designer and owner of Ernie Gross Designs. Next is Gary Eastman, president of Joseph Construction Company. And joining them is Stacy Womble, a cabinet designer with Dixie Kitchen Distributors. Judges, I know this is hard to believe, but both teams designed and built these islands in just 8 hours. And they came out so good, I'm going to start calling them continents. You have a tough decision. Jay and Scott will be at each island just to answer any questions you have. Look them over carefully. You could stop by seeing Scott, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Remember, our judges are scoring each project individually in 3 categories. The highest score either team can get is 100 points, and it breaks down like this. Design, which is the concept the team had for their project, is worth 20% of the score. Execution, which is how well they executed their design, is worth 30% of the score. And creativity, which is our most important category, is worth half, or 50% of the final score.
It's real original looking doors, and you're not going to find that.
I know, and I tell you what, I was really impressed with the use of the copper here and the way it was done. They took it and took a lot of time, took each one of these doors off, put the copper on it, then trimmed it out. I think they did a fabulous job on the doors.
Seems like it's a very workable island in its shape. You know, of course, it had to depend on what kitchen it was sitting in, but it'd be very usable.
The small tiles here give it a nice handcrafted look. That's quite an achievement in 8 hours.
I know. I tell you what, I was really, really impressed with the quality of their work, and they just stuck with it all day, and it was amazing use of materials.
The blue team, I thought, did a really nice job on the shape and the design of the island, and also incorporating so many different materials. I thought they did a nice job on that.
The blue project was a good combination of different materials. The metal deck, the glass block, the ceramic tile was a very unusual choice of materials to use for a kitchen island.
Well, functionally, I think it works very well. I mean, it's actually, you got the sink area that was centralized, and the fact it's balanced in shape, I liked real well. The fact that it had the raised part, the raised area for the actually eating bar area separate from the sink area, I thought was very nice.
The idea this morning was they started out and they said, we absolutely want to do something that no one, including us, has ever seen before.
What is this?
Well, we didn't have any pots and pans, and so we actually, in the last moment, we sort of manufactured what might look like a pot or pan just to sell the idea of the pot rack, which I think is ingenious. You know, the strips of wood, and then using the pulleys here to a large enough piece of metal that won't pull through and support the weight, all made out of oak, so it'll support a considerable amount of weight, yet airy enough to get up and out of the way.
I like to use the creative use of the dowels.
I thought that was great.
Why a wood top? What was the thought behind that?
They started putting the whole thing together and they said, okay, what are all the surfaces that we've seen before? You know, we've seen laminate. We don't want to do laminate. We've seen tile. We don't want to do tile. Let's do something that we haven't seen before that ties in with the wood. And then these areas here, this is like a spray stone, something that would accent the color and set off the grain of the wood. So then they just decided, you know, had we had more time, we would have done one of those long 10-hour finishes of polyurethane. Absolutely, and really build it up and make it shiny. But they are primarily woodworkers, and they wanted something that really showed the grain of the wood.
Did you make the cutting board also?
Absolutely, yeah. Jimbo, that was his contribution at the end. He made it out of strips of cherry and oak.
Very nice. The red team did a nice job in creating a nice shape and working the glass blocks in as a support for the island. And I like the rack that they use above the island for pots and pans or plants. I thought that was a creative solution. I like the use of wood for the top surface because that is unusual. You don't see that typically in kitchen islands. Kind of brings a different effect.
In the cabinet business and in design, so everybody wants something different. Well, this is different, and it's very likable. It's got a lot of nice seating area, and the fact that they supported one end to leave it open for seating area, I thought was very nice and innovative.
Guys, I know you're both proud of what you've done here today. Excellent job. There is a highest scoring team, and we have a special treat for the highest scoring team. Since it is a kitchen island, and usually you have breakfast at your kitchen island, we have a special Warehouse Warrior cereal. It's the color of the highest scoring team. When you get your bowl, you can proudly display it on your kitchen island. Are you ready?
Sure. Yeah,
the highest scoring team is blue! Congratulations. Great job, guys. Congratulations. For Scott and Jay, I'm Ed Del Grande. See you next time.
All right, man. Y'all eat some cereal.
Projects built on Warehouse Warriors are always donated to charity. Today's kitchen islands will be given to Habitat for Humanity.
Okay, sir. Hey, we're doing all right. You're getting all foggy up in your goggles, by the way. I'll clean those off for you.
I'm a busy man, Jay. I'm a busy man. I swear.
Hey, I appreciate that.
I work really hard.
Hey, let's get Scotty to eat it. He'll eat anything.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Do I have to wear them all the time?
You're ready to go crop dusting once again.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, really? That's painful.
Dang.
Yeah,